Thank you, everybody. Welcome to Unity Center of Walnut Creek. We are the 360s, and we are delighted to be playing for you today. And we're going to start off by inviting you all to stand and join us in singing. What are we singing? We're good. We'll just start playing it. That'll work. Yeah. It's this little light of mine we're playing, by the way. I was just reminded by my colleague.
Okay.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you.
Thank you for 360s. Good morning and happy Mother's Day. My name is Laurel Patterson.
And my name is Bob Hardy. Good morning.
And together, we're Laurel and Hardy.
We got the drum kick from Dan today.
Welcome to our service. Oh, we want to greet and bless everybody who's watching online. Your presence adds to our spiritual community, and we are grateful that you're here with us. Thank you for joining us. Now, again, please join me in welcoming our featured musicians, the 360s, with John on guitar, Christopher on keyboards, Dwayne on bass, and joined by Daniel on drums. Thank you all for sharing your music with us today. And I understand you're going to be playing here at Unity on June 7th at the wedding of Umphariah and Camilla, and there's a sign-up sheet if you'd like to attend on the patio. So please do that.
All right. Reverend Kristen will deliver today's message titled, Divine Mother Love Supports Me. Yes.
And before we begin, I invite you to turn your phones to silent as we enjoy this sacred service together.
And let's take a moment to be grateful for the land our center rests upon. Our Baymiwok and Ohlone land.
We honor the Baymiwok and Ohlone people of today and are grateful for those who have stewarded the land before us. We commit to taking care of these sacred native grounds and all of Mother Earth.
Yes, and unity is a positive path for spiritual living. And our vision for the world is that we envision a spiritually awakened world where all life thrives in conscious oneness.
Our mission is who we have come here to be. Again, let's say this together. We are a loving, inclusive community, expanding and living our divinity in sacred service for all. And our core values are love, connection, service, and wisdom.
If you are with us for the first time, welcome. If you feel comfortable doing so, please raise your hand so we may give you a welcome packet. Our welcome packet has information about Unity and includes a $10 coupon you can use on a class if you like. Any new people here? Welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. And of course, we invite you to come over to our Welcome Center, our table over there with all of our different activities and have some coffee. We look forward to that after the service.
Connection cards are available in that newcomer packet as well as in the seat pocket in front of you. These are for everyone. With this card, you may submit a prayer request, and our prayer team will pray with you throughout the week.
And you may also share feedback or request information, so please place the card in the basket when the offering comes around. For those of you viewing online, connection cards are available on our Watch Live page.
We have several activities to highlight this week.
You are warmly invited to a delightful afternoon filled with gratitude for you, for all of you and all the volunteers here that make Unity of Walnut Creek what it is. Volunteer Appreciation Day next Sunday, May 18th, right after the second service. We'll begin with a ceremony to honor and celebrate your sacred service. I know all of you out here, all these people. Where am I? Okay, followed by a delicious Celtic garden tea luncheon where you'll receive a special gift and blessing. We'll have a professional photo booth and maypole dancing. Garden goddess attire is encouraged, and instruments are welcome. So I'll bring my banjo. Please join us as we celebrate you with joy and gratitude. Elizabeth has a nice table and a sign-up over there by the bookstore.
And we hope you all will come.
Yes.
Would you like to help prepare meal kits for hungry people in our community? Yes.
Okay.
Come to the I Care Food Kit Assembly event at Christ the King at 10 a.m. on Saturday, May 24th.
All right. That's not far from here. It's pretty close. And then we're excited to launch this year's outdoor concert series on Saturday, May 31st with Unity favorites Sharon Henderson and Reflection, featuring old school R&B, jazz, rock, pop, blues, and reggae. They have quite a catalog. We don't always get to hear it all, but it's going to be really fun. Come groove to the soulful sounds on the patio and the lawn outside here. Bring a picnic, relax, and enjoy a beautiful evening of music and community. Get your tickets in the bookstore today or on our website, and leave the doggies at home, though, because we're going to have food.
Right.
It's going to have food picnic. Okay.
Right. So for more information and registration for all our events, please see our website and or visit our welcome table out on the patio.
Yes. And as we move on to prepare ourselves for our meditation time, please join me in taking a conscious breath and just being here in this moment. I made it. All right. And affirming our statement of faith together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. We begin with music, followed by guided meditation and silence. Thank you.
I can hear you calling me home. I can feel you drawing me home. Here now in this quiet space, bathed within your golden grace, everything's in perfect place. Oh, I can hear you calling me home. I can feel you drawing me home. Here now in this quiet space, bathed within your golden grace, everything's in perfect place.
Let's allow that call home to be the call that calls us home to our hearts. I invite you to breathe into your heart space. And today we journey into the heart of the mother. As you drop down further into the heart, I invite you to see with your spiritual eye a hallway of light scattered upon the path are rose petals. You follow them down and around into a gorgeous garden. You can see that beyond the garden there is a pond glistening in the sunlight. Intuitively pulled there, you walk down the path that leads you to the water. And there you see a rowboat, freshly painted, red and white. And you just know to get into the boat, and you're eager to get out in this beautiful water on this gorgeous day, gently rowing across the water, hearing the lap of the water against the boat. Everything's easy and flowing, your body rowing, the water moving your boat, the views of the gorgeous garden. Suddenly you notice something you've never seen before. There, parted between two groves of trees, is a temple. Knowing, following your curiosity, you row to the little pier outside the temple, loosely tying your boat there. Again, there is light streaming from the doorway and the windows. Again, there are rose petals on the path. Door is slightly ajar, and so you push it open further. And there, to your surprise, is the mother herself, the divine mother, emanating love. The whole temple feels filled with love, and you feel loved and seen to the very core of your being. Welcome home, my beloved, she says. She opens up her arms And as you go to embrace her, she pulls you into her immense lap. At first, for a moment, you may feel self-conscious, but then the love is so big and so encompassing that your whole body relaxes. And here, bathed in love, we rest in silence. As you begin to sense that it's time to return to your garden, Mother gazes at you through you, penetrating your whole being with a love like none you've ever felt before. Let it wash through your body, healing whatever needs to be healed, strengthening whatever wants to be strengthened, and saying goodbye for now to the beloved Mother. She reminds you that she's always with you, right here in your heart as she touches your heart. You exit the temple through the pathway of rose petals and light, and back to the little rowboat. It appears that everything is more vivid in color and form as you row your boat back toward the garden. Feel that love in your heart, pulsing and expanding, surrounding and infilling. It's still with you as you exit your boat and walk through the garden pathway once again. You haven't really gone anywhere, only into your own heart, where the Divine Mother is available at all times. So giving thanks in your own way, reminding yourself that you are home. Home here in your heart, in the heart of love. And so it is.
Quiet space, bathed in your golden grace. Everything's in perfect place. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. My mom's favorite song. You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by.
Can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they fix, the one you'll know by. Them why, if they told you would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you.
Well, that must have been your mom's favorite song because she taught you well.
She did sing.
Good morning and happy Mother's Day to all of you. If you identify as a mother, would you please stand or raise your hand if you're not able to stand and let us bless you? You didn't even know it was going to happen and you stood. Thank you. Just receive our blessing for you, all the mothers. And the mothers online, feel free to stand in your living room, and all of you outside as well. Together, mothers, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divine mother within you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, what a gift mothers are, huh? Now, yeah. That mother love, there's nothing like it. And I know we all didn't experience that necessarily from our own biological mother or our own caregivers, so I always want to acknowledge that. And yet, today I want to encourage you to consider where you received that kind of love. Because there is someone and somewhere at some time in your life where you have received this love. And so instead of that, oh, my mom wasn't like that, let's not go there today. Let's instead go to, my mom brought me into the world, and others have mentored me, have cared for me, have taught me, have shown me love, as well as the Divine Mother herself. Today is a day to just receive. So I hope you just receive some love and find some access points to that love, because it is so rich and so pure and so true. There's nothing really different between the divine love we talk about, whether it comes through a masculine idea of a father God figure or a feminine mother God figure, or the allness of spirit. In essence, it is that same palpable love. And there is a flavor to it that is mother love, that is distinct. And so today we're going to drink in that soft mother love, still strong, still powerful, but also gentle and compassionate and kind and forgiving. All the things that we encourage ourselves to be for ourselves and to encourage us to be for each other. Yes? Yeah. Let's just drink it in. Years ago, Brenly, my wife's, she's a therapist, and a lot of her clients, she was starting to have this pattern. She was working with a lot of men who had been imprisoned. And they had, all kinds of stories, many of them alcoholism issues, drug addiction. They were sex offenders or criminals of some kind in their past, and they were trying to get back on their feet again and have a life where they didn't get into trouble and they didn't continue to hurt people. And she said it was so astounding that man after man after man that she met with had the same story, that one person stood by them. No matter what they had done, there was one person that always stood by them, steadfast, believing in them, holding space for them, loving them. Guess who? Mom. Yeah. So maybe for you, your mother or a mother figure has been that for you. Maybe when we have fallen or have made mistakes or we've hurt people, there's been somebody who continues to pick us up, continues to stand by our side or have our back or love us and walk with us on our journey, encourage us. Have you had that in your life? Somebody. And if you think you haven't, I'm going to encourage you to look again, because somewhere along the line you have. And it's that we want to draw forth today and feel and rejuvenate ourselves with that love, because it's powerful and palpable, and it's very, very supportive of whatever it is that is going on in our lives. It's grace in action. It's a love and a grace that we get just because we are. And because that mother love, you can think of it as the great mother, the allness of God, goddess, that pulses and permeates through the universe, and also a very personal kind of experience. And it's that accessible, relatable, human mother God energy and love that you experience, and perhaps through nature, experience through Mother Nature. So that person, these people, whether they are a mother or a relative or a caregiver or a friend, just allowing ourselves to remember them and to give thanks for them can be really a potent way to feel supported. We find, of course, mothers across species, and that mother instinct to care for their young, to prepare for their young, to bring forth their young, and then to sustain life. So we've had a really special thing going on this spring right outside our kitchen window, and then another window, hummingbirds have been nesting. And there's been 2 mamas around, and we've named them because we had like this up close. It was like the nature show through the kitchen window, right? So there on the left is Shayna, and those are her 2 babies that hatched, and their names were Frankie and Sweetie. Grace, our goddaughter, helped us name them. And they nested on Brenly's mobiles. If you've seen her mobiles around in the bookstore, that's what they enjoyed. But what was incredible to watch was the devotion of these mama hummingbirds. I mean, when they were just hatched, she almost never left the nest. Maybe like a quick, let me get a little drink of nectar and I'm going to stretch my wings and I'm back, you know? And then once they were hatched, it was just this constant feeding frenzy, this constant process of going out and coming back and going out and coming back and feeding these babies very deliberately. But probably one of the things that surprised me the most that I didn't know is about the architectural genius that the hummingbird is. Do you know about this? How they build their nest is amazing. So some of you are nodding, some of you know about this. So like many birds, they go off, they get those soft materials, they find their space, and then it's shaped just perfectly by her little feet in the nest and kind of wiggling down in there and making it just nice and round. And then she goes and gets spider web and weaves the spider web all around the outside so it can hold together nicely. And then she's not done. She goes and shingles the nest. So she gets little pieces of lichen, and in Shayna's case, it was a perfect masterpiece. You're seeing it a little bit later there, but there was a shingle lined up all the way around, so it was held together. And it just, as I watched this, I was both in a marvel of nature and Mother Nature and mothering and all that. And then I was also remembering my own mother and thinking, wow, this is an aspect of my mother that I haven't appreciated fully. And that is her architecture of the nest. The work that she did to create a nest, a beautiful place. We always had a nice home, and our bedrooms had our favorite things in them, and a comfortable space. You know, have you thought about that, about your mother or your caregivers? You know, these things that maybe we focus on certain things that we got, that we loved, and certain things that we didn't get that, you know, a lot of times we spend a lot of time focusing on what we didn't get. Yes? And of course, our human mothers weren't able to deliver everything, or our caregivers weren't able to deliver everything. But have you thought about all the good things you got? Have you thought about the nest that you had in some way, somehow, that nurtured you, that gave you shelter, that gave you love in some way, in some form? And so it's that I want to encourage us to bring forth today, to remember that love happens for us long before we're even brought into the world. When you are a divine idea to be formed through the divine itself, to be birthed into the world, there was preparation, there was forethought, there was a carrying of you, 9 months of carrying you. So all that love is there, whether it showed up fully for you or not, it's there, and it's there to extract in the various places you have received it and maybe have not yet thought about it. So I want to just invite you for a moment to drop into your heart and to just let an image of someone who has provided some kind of love for you or prepared a nest for you in some way, who is given to you. And let that, you might be surprised by who comes, but let that image arise for a moment. Some kind of mother love you were given by someone. Who is that person? And I want to just invite you to send a silent blessing from your heart to theirs. Thanksgiving for what they have given you. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and get back into this space. Do you notice how your heart feels when you give a blessing? When you share some gratitude? The uplift that happens, the opening of the heart that happens. It's in that giving that we receive. It's in that acknowledgement that we remember. That's all a part of it, isn't it? Of this infinite loop of giving and receiving and being in the love with one another that we are surrounded by and infilled by at all times, and we just forget, or we're just not present to it at all times. But when we are, when we slow down, when we receive, it's so precious, isn't it? Life itself, the beauty of life, and the love that we are made of and that we are held by. You know, the Egyptian pharaohs had a kind of nest that they sat in. It was their throne. And the pharaohs earned the right to rule not until they sat upon the throne. Why? Why was that so important? Because the throne was believed to be the lap of the mother goddess Isis. And so it wasn't until they sat upon the mother's lap that they were really had become the king, the pharaoh, the leader. And what looked like on the outside masculine strength and action and ruling the land was drawing up in the inside that mother love, that unconditional love and acceptance and support and guidance and wisdom and protection and strength for the Pharaoh, all coming from, in their case, the mother goddess Isis. Could have just as easily been Mother Mary or Kuan Yin or another form, or just the formlessness of the divine mother love. The Madonna images of Isis and Horus that were found in the Egyptian temples were later mimicked by the Madonna images of Mother Mary and of course her son Jesus. And we know that Madonna image is it really seals in our mind this idea of from birth, right? This child from birth, just as the many Madonnas of our own lives, including our own mothers, that we've seen throughout time or that we've been ourselves. Excuse me, it's like a piece of pollen just floated through the air. You too, huh, Dana? No, I'm okay, thank you. So that divine lap, maybe not exactly in the, or you might think of it as a throne, is available to you. If you think about the places, where are the places where you sit, maybe in your home, or the place that you sit in your home or in your backyard or in nature, that really feels like that place where you get re-energized and renewed, and you go to that place again and again and again. Anybody have one of those? Yeah, a lot of you do. So it might be a park bench, or it might be a meditation cushion, or a place near an altar in your home, or outside your home, or a tree that you lean upon, or a favorite beach, or a rock. It doesn't really matter what it is, but it's that place that you go to that regenerates you. that we draw forth that love and that support that is available to us by sitting in that space. That is our throne, as the pharaohs had their throne, where we get recalibrated, where we can receive then also that kind of love and support, that unconditional, undying, unstoppable love that is always available to us. I don't think we could really imagine or know how much we're loved. I mean, do you know? Do you think maybe we just see a little surface experience of it, or we feel a little surface experience of it? If you think about, if you've been, how many of you have been a mother or father or grandparent or godparent or close to children? Or an aunt or an uncle? You've witnessed maybe the birth of so almost everybody in the room has some form of having perhaps held a newborn or welcomed a baby into the family. And that feeling that is so otherworldly. Like, here we are crossing into the human world from the spirit world, and we're remembering as we look into these eyes, and it's just pure innocence, pure love. That's how I think this divine mother energy sees us and feels about us. Like we are this brand new, precious being that is loved so much more than we could possibly imagine, and that sees us as that pure love itself. And we are in that relationship at all times. It's just we're not always aware of it. So what I'm encouraging us to do today is opening up the pathways of awareness so we can become more aware of this, so that we can draw more strength from it, more support from it, because it's there for us for the taking. It's an endless pool of love that we swim in like fish in the sea, and we don't realize that we're actually in the water. But it's everywhere present, in us and around us and in others, and available to us from the ancient times to the present time and through our descendants and in all forms of life. So much available to us. So, there's been a lot of talk about the Vatican the last couple of weeks. And at St. Peter's Basilica, there's one of my favorite sculptures. It's called the Pietà by Michelangelo. And here we have Mother Mary holding adult son Jesus after his crucifixion. What strikes me about this is not only the really moving topic of a grieving mother holding her adult son, but look how enormous her lap is. Look how strong she looks. She's in grief, but she's able to hold. She's able to hold you when you're in grief. She's able to hold you when you're sick. She's able to hold you when you're exhausted. She's able to hold you even in death. She grieves for you, but she has that kind of strength that carries you through anything. And it's that kind of love and that kind of connection that is available to us at all times. In the spirit, for sure, and sometimes even through embodiment of those that we know in our lives. Near this Pietà in the Sistine Chapel, the conclave, as you know, recently ended, and the first American pope was made pope. Probably most of you know that. Yes, some of you are cheering. And he took the name Leo. He's Leo the 14th, as you probably know. And I was curious about Pope Leo and what's the lineage of Pope Leo and why did he choose that name? And what came up in my research was the very first Pope Leo. The very first Pope Leo was called Pope Leo the Great. And he had a famous tome, it's just an old word for a book, essentially, where he spoke about how Jesus was equally divine and human. So this is in the early, about 400 years after Jesus' death. The church is still evolving its theology about what is this thing we're calling Christianity and who is this guy we're calling Jesus. And most of the forefathers were landing on this pure divinity of Jesus. So it's kind of controversial that Pope Leo is saying, no, equally human and divine. And he specifically is referencing Mary and Mary's role, and Mary in her divinity and humanity intertwined, impregnated, as the story goes, by the Holy Spirit, and then carrying and birthing this child through her human body, who then comes forth equally human and divine. And he uses the feminine term for God in his writing, this First Leo. He uses the term wisdom, sometimes called Sophia. As wisdom, he says, who built a house for herself, the Word was made flesh and dwelt amongst us. Derived from humankind and animated with the spirit of a rational life. So the proper character of both natures, human and divine, was maintained and came together in a single person. And of course, Unity's theology would go the next evolutionary step and say, and Jesus wasn't the only one who was equally human and divine. We are all children of this God, goddess. We are all human and divine. So the human then and the divine human being, the spiritual being having the human experience, is made possible by wisdom, Sophia. We come from wisdom. We come from love. And that's what we carry with us. And to know that that is available to us in this human nature form as relatable and accessible, and this divine form as kind of the allness and the expansion of our divine truth into the heavens, that this is both, our walk is in both faces, both aspects of Mother God, and reflected in us in both ways. Many are hopeful the new Pope Leo, the 14th, will be somebody who preaches and teaches and inspires humane action throughout the world, compassionate, loving action, peaceful action. I see a lot of you nodding your heads. We all are blessing and hoping and affirming for that kind of religious and political leadership, although it's not a political position. It influences what we do and how we choose and what our leaders do and don't do. And so it's that desire, this first trip of Pope Leo XIV out of the Vatican was an expression of his devotion to the Divine Mother. He went to the shrine of the Mother of Good Counsel in Italy to pray. And he said, our Blessed Mother always wants to be close to us. And she helps us with intercession. And she wants to be close to us and help us with her intercession and love. So some of us have Catholic backgrounds, and some of us are still Catholic, and some of us don't have necessarily that background. But if you have any kind of connection to Christianity, of course you have a connection to those early roots and to this Mother Mary figure who embodies the love, the divine love we're talking about. It comes in other forms, comes in whatever forms you choose. Some people really resonate with Kuan Yin or Isis or some other form, goddessy form, or the formless. It's love. It's just love. It's love. It's love. It's love. But for some of us, maybe some devotion in our practice would be helpful to us. And so maybe having a devotional figure of some kind or a prayerful kind of practice would be helpful to you. Something to consider, to keep this mother love in your consciousness and feeding your soul. Whether you call her, whatever you call her, it's the compassion and the companionship that is available to us. Ask and you shall receive, as we know. Open your heart, share your concerns. I'm not Catholic, but I remember when I was going to a Catholic grad school, Loyola University in Chicago, I would always make a point of going in this church courtyard where there was a huge statue of Mother Mary and just talk about my life, sit at her feet, tell her my problems. And it always unburdened me and made me feel so much lighter and supported. And so maybe that's a call for you too, in some way. Small children often view their mothers as goddesses at some point in their development. And I remember this distinctly. Something we've all done 100 times for one another is open a jar. But when I was a small child, and for kids, the first experience is the first experience, right? It's a formative experience. And I was sitting at the table and I was trying to open this jar. And then all of a sudden, my mom's big, beautiful, strong hand came down on that lid and it was off. And I just remember looking at her hand in awe and being like, wow, she is so strong. She is so powerful. And having this moment of just being so comforted and knowing that I shared a space in this world and in my home and at that table with this powerful goddess. And I bet all of us had those moments growing up of looking to adults in that way and seeing in some way, as we grow, of course, we shift. And hopefully we all make that shift to the spiritual understanding because, of course, my mom didn't show up as the divine mother goddess all the time. And I'm guessing you as mothers or grandmothers or fathers or grandfathers or children of your own parents, that you could probably attest to the same thing, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm the only one who's not like on my divine game every minute of the day. So it's that recognition, though, those moments that we recognize that we open to that power and to that strength and to that love that is there for us. So how do we access then the Divine Mother? Because that's really, while we recognize it comes through humans as well, there is that practice in our spirituality that we want to find those places where those avenues are open to us for this great love, this palpable, amazing, unconditional, accepting love that is available to us. Do you want some of that? I know, I want more of that. And so it's finding those avenues and opening. And so one of them is that very throne that we talked about, your favorite place, your place that feels like an empowering place for you. Go to it and go to it often. And when you do, perhaps you can imagine and open yourself to the idea that you are sitting in the very lap of the Divine Mother, that you are energized by her love, remade by her love again, renewed by her love and strength and protection and guidance and wisdom. That way, when you arise up from your throne, from your power spot, from your favorite place, that you can move about the world just like those pharaohs did, knowing that this energy is with me. Because it's always the journey into the heart. But we are also human physical beings. And it helps, I think, for us to acknowledge that there is spirituality and emotionality and support available to us in the physical things of the world as well, in the physical people of the world as well, in the beautiful nature and the life forms that are all around us, and to draw from that. So I invite you to go there, to go to that place. Maybe go there now for a moment if you wish, to drop into your heart and sit in that place and just feel the love for a moment. That is the lap of the Divine Mother, your place. And the second thing we can do is to lean in. Once we arise from that space, did I give you enough time? Some of you are kind of half in, half out. I'll give you a moment. Go to that place and let yourself be re-energized for a moment. And just feeling buoyed by that love as you open your eyes. Anybody want to share where you went? Where's your power spot? Your new what? Sound bathroom. Sound bath. Oh, sound bath room. I was like, what an interesting bathroom. Sound healing room. There you go. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, I just went to the ocean and I just felt like this big wave of mother love. Anybody else want to share? Yeah.
I went to Redwood Forest, which had been my temple in the previous meditation.
Nice. Into the temple of the Redwood Forest, a little forest bathing over there for Lisa. Nice. Great. Where? Of course, John went to the kitchen. He is always the heart of the kitchen here at Unity, so there's some mother love for you right there. That's a really good I'm glad you presenced that too, John, because food, isn't that such a way we are loved by mothers often, and how we love as in our own mother love through food. Yeah, beautiful. So as we arise then, and we're moving about the world, we're not going to always be sitting on our throne, right? And so as we move about the world, how can we be reminded that it's there? It's because something kind of the thing that we can lean into, an image that we can lean into. Last week I was on a retreat, and it was all about ancestors, and so we had charted our family ancestry and spent a lot of time kind of extracting from it and connecting with it and embodying different folks from our family. And in one exercise, we had two dance partners. One was to embody the gift we had identified from our family, and the other was to embody the challenge we had identified from our family and to integrate the challenge and the gift. And my challenge was confinement, just those ways of lack and limitation kept small, the ways that, there's a certain way to do things, an appropriate way to do things, and a certain way to be, and, like breaking out of that. And then the gift was the commitment throughout my family line to family and the love that runs through that kind of commitment. And so I was that my partner who was supposed to be the gift was saying, well, what do you mean exactly by family commitment? Like, what does that look like for you? What is it for you? I was like, well, stability. And she said, okay, so should it like a rock? And I said, oh no, not a rock, because that was too solid, that was too dense. I said, like scaffolding. And I imagined the chapel in the woods at Unity Village that's just a wood plank floor with some benches, and then it has like just a little bit of 2x4, but it's open to the sky, and it has canopy of trees, and I could breathe in that, but I also could lean in. I could also lean into those structures. And then to know that I could go back to family and lean and then move again, and then back to family and lean in and move again. And so it was that knowing that the family is there as this kind of framework for me that really worked. So for each of us, there may be a different way that shows up for you, but I encourage you to contemplate that a little bit. In your family line, what has been the gift and what has been the challenge? How will those two intertwine? Because I found that part of that confinement was in the family commitment, yet I could have it be open, like scaffolding, and really bring forth the gift. Does that make sense? So we could talk more about this maybe on Memorial Day, but I just wanted to presence it a little bit because I think it's when we get up from that place of meditation or prayer or empowerment and feeling the love and all the things we do in the silent, quiet space, that movement about the world, then how will I know I'm supported? Well, if I have that kind of image and that knowing and that touchstone may be a friend, but it may be family. And it may be family in ways that you haven't thought about how family is there for you. Because family is family, right? You came into that family for a reason. They are a part of your bloodline for a reason. And it's not just because of all the ways they taught you by bad example, although that could be one thing. There's also goodness there, I promise you. Look again, look again, look again. And draw forth the goodness and the gratitude, that high vibration of gratitude that comes from that, and lean into it. Lean into it. Lean in. Lean into the Divine Mother. William Ross Wallace said in his famous poem in 1865, "The hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world." And we know this to be true, right? These are the generations that we usher forward, the descendants from here and from where we have come. And it comes through these mother lines, these matriarchal lines of love, humanity, and the limitations that have come with that, and the pure-hearted physical love that comes through that, emotional love that comes through that, and that divine love that never fails. And we bring these two natures together on our thrones and in the places where we lean in throughout our days, and we can know and feel this love that is here for us, and fill ourselves with it over and over and over again. It's an endless pool, so you don't have to worry about there's not enough for me or not enough for everyone. It's an everlasting pool of unconditional love that you were born from and born into, and that you are made of. It's hard to always intellectually get that, right? But I think our hearts can get some of that. Do you feel some of that? Truth? Yeah. So we give thanks for the mamas everywhere present, right? The moms that are making nests and feeding and sharing the love. And for all the caregivers and all those of us who are playing those different kinds of roles that are bringing forth mother love to others. And really, I really want to emphasize today, each of us receiving, supporting ourselves, buoying ourselves up, going to those places to return again and again and again and be infilled and renewed. And thank you to that Divine Mother who's available to us 24/7, always available to encourage us in our humanity and to uplift us and to help us expand our divinity every day a little more. She permeates the universe and she weaves us together in love. So let's tune into those pockets where we feel that and where we see that in different configurations of family and community. I hope you feel it here. I hope this is a place where you can lean in, where you can feel buoyed in some way, where you can sit and feel like you're rejuvenated in the love, reminded of the love that is here for you. Through each of us and through the sanctuary and through the grounds and through all the years of prayer and song and words that have been spoken in this place, that stick in the carpet and the chairs and the walls and the ceiling. It's all accessible to us. So I leave you with those two ways. Sit upon your throne and lean in to the structure that is helpful to you, that is supportive to you, to draw forth this love. And let's say this affirmation together, reminding ourselves of the support that is available. Together? Divine Mother supports me. I'm leaning in. So it is. Happy Mother's Day.
Well, thank you, Reverend Kristen, for bringing us together in that heart space, that knowing that we can lean in at all times, that the nurturing is with us, whether we want to deny it or not, it is with us. It's really grounded us together. It's really grounded us here. And thank you for bringing that to the surface.
And I like that image of the scaffolding, being able to use it when you need it and pull
Yeah.
back when you don't.
That was really brilliant.
Our prayer chaplains are available after the service to provide personal prayer support. If you're a prayer chaplain serving today, would you please stand? Our prayer chaplains wear the purple stoles. And there's one up in the booth that will be coming down for service also.
And whether you have a joy or a concern in your heart today, praying with our prayer chaplains is a powerful opportunity to have your intentions raised up in consciousness.
And I really
thank you for
encourage you to take advantage of their service, and please let them help you with any concerns that you may have. And now, let's open our hearts to the practice of giving.
Yes.
Woo-hoo! We cheer and we celebrate that because we know the universal laws of circulation are true. As we give, we shall receive. In truth, there is no lack or limitation. Abundance is our true nature. And so now let's prepare our gifts as we align with those laws.
All right. And for your convenience, there are a variety of ways to give financially to our community, shown on the screen in front of you. For those watching online, there's a donate button on the Watch Live page. We encourage everyone to set up regular and automatic giving to Unity through your bank's free bill pay service as well.
So now I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hands and repeat our affirmation with me together. Divine love, one with me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am joy-filled and grateful. And we so appreciate your generosity, and so it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, 360s, for your music today. Yes, beautiful. Hi. Oh, and thank you, Spirit, and all of you for your generous love and your giving to this community and your presence in this community, your divine mother love that shows up in so many ways. Let's bless these gifts, knowing they are multiplied by our blessing, just as mother love is multiplied by our acknowledgement. Let's say it together. We give thanks for the ever-increasing, constant flow of absolute good in our lives now. So it is. And the children, let's sing them in, shall we?
We are a circle of love. We are a circle of light. Come join the circle of love. Come join the circle of light. The power in you and the power in me are one. We are a circle of love. We are a circle of light. Come join the circle of love. Come join the circle of light.
Good morning, happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Happy Mother's Day.
I love hearing how that song is sang so differently and so wonderfully every Sunday. It's so cool. It's very cool. We love it. Thank you. We have been working hard. Who wants to share what we've been up to? Evie.
We made pots last week, and we put plants in them, so we're doing a sale over there in the patio.
How much are they?
It's a love donation, so...
And they're very blessed up. All of the pots have been prayed over and blessed and had bowls rang over them and positive affirmations and all of those things. So whether you're a mom or you have a gift to give or whoever, everyone's welcome to come and see what we have at the sale. So see you in a minute.
This is an annual sale too, right? This has been a tradition for a long time. Well, thank you all for preparing those for the Mother's Day sale. We appreciate that. Yeah. Let's bless our children, youth, and teachers. Together, children, youth, and teachers, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divine light within you. Okay, how about we all together say, Happy Mother's Day, Mom. You want to say it together? Ready? Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Over to you, John.
Over to you? Oh. Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love.
are the light and the love and the peace on earth right now. So let yourself be loved and shine your light. Let's have fun and spread joy.